Hi guys, in this session we're going to be working on a practical project. We're just going to use these edit poly modifiers and modeling with something practical and more visual. I'm just going to try to create a plane. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the box. So this is a box and this kind of a height, and then I'm going to see how much segments I need. In my case, the plane, I need one segment in the length, I need two segments in the width, and I need no segments, okay, only one in the height, okay, because I want this plane to be round. So to make it round, I need to pull up these from down and up. I need to have two wings, which are going to be this polygon and this polygon. We're going to extrude them and then work around with it. Okay, so I'm going to just first add an edit poly modifier to it. Just gonna go polygon. Sorry, I pressed the shortcut. Okay, polygons. I'm gonna select this polygon and this polygon, and I'm gonna go extrude. I'm gonna select the value of the extrusion of the airplane. So let's say something like that. Okay, definitely I'm doing some cartoony airplane. Just gonna scale this polygon and the other one. They are both selected. So scale them on Z to make them thinner. I'm going to scale them a bit on X to make them a bit pointy, and then I'm going to move them on X, and then I'm going to move them a bit on Z. Okay, so I'm going to have this kind of thing. Great. Second, I'm just going to double click on this edge and selected the whole loop. I'm going to scale it also, something like that, to make it a bit rounded, which is great. And I'm just gonna keep this selected. I'm gonna chamfer this to have two edges. So I'm gonna go chamfer. I'm gonna have two edges, as you can see, and I'm gonna decide how big I want it to be on the top. For one simple thing, I want to create the tail. Okay, the tail of the airplane. So this is what I want. Check. I'm gonna access the polygons again. This polygon, I'm gonna extrude it. Okay, I need to be extruded something maybe like this. This is my tail. Maybe this is too much. Something like that. Check. Scale it on Y in this case, and scale it on X. And then I'm going to move it backward. So I'm going to do this kind of tail. Great. Now, I'm going to select these polygons in here, the front polygons, and I'm going to extrude them a bit and then scale them all the way, something like that. Okay, so I ended up with this kind of front of this plane, and I can make this go down or up if I want. In my case, I'm going to just push it a bit downward, so it's going to be kind of straight from the bottom. It's up to you. Okay, and if you want it to be longer or shorter, you can just move these polygons that are selected. Okay, great. From the back, I'm just going to select this polygon and this polygon, and I'm going to do the exhaust. I'm going to go bevel, because I don't want the exhaust to be going inward like this. You can see the black because the planes are overlapping each other. So what I need to do, I'm going to do a small bevel, something like that, which has a value for the thickness. Check. And then I'm going to go extrude, and I'm going to go extrude inward. Great. So maybe something like that. Check. So now I have this kind of airplane, which is great. If I want to add more details, I can just do the following. I can add this edge and this and this and this, and the same thing for the other side. So I can add these edges. I'm going to do chamfer for them, very small chamfer. Okay, a very small chamfer with a few segments. So when I do the smoothing, they don't smooth a lot. And I do the same thing for the inner part, which is here. Well, that's optional. So I'm going to select, definitely I'm pressing Control to add the selection, and I'm going to do the same amount of chamfer. And yes, same thing, I can just add this shift, and to the one next to it, I can just make sure I add these, or I can do ring. It will select the whole ring. And then I'm going to add connect to that one segment of connection. And this segment, I'm just going to scale it, or I'm just going to move it, in my case, a bit upward. Sorry. Connect. Just make sure I saved it. Just going to move it upward a bit. You see this kind of small deformation I'm going to add. And the same thing, I'm going to select the vertex in here. From the top view, I'm just going to move it on Y a bit. Move it a bit down. So it's going to have this kind of stuff. Okay, I think this is more than enough. And now I have this kind of plane. Very simple plane. Very simple plane. So I don't want this bump to be here, or if I want more deformation to be added, I can just move whatever I want. In my case, it's going to be simple. I'm just going to keep it this way. I'm going to add over the edit poly turbo smooth. And I'm going to smooth it out 2-3 iterations. And now I have this plane. Okay, so this is my airplane that I wanted to create. So that's a quick modeling for this airplane. A very simple airplane. I just drew it. Now you can just try to work with some other stuff, such as maybe cars or maybe anything that's very simple using the edit poly modifier, and start working and practicing on that. Thank you.